Alright, let's get it. Quick review real quick. First video, posted a couple of signals, posted a couple ideas. So let's just check how did we do on them, right? So we got the Audjpy, right? So we anticipated like a mini correction before its downside. It continued higher, creating an even more further correction. I'm still bearish biased, so definitely looking for sales, still looking for sales on the Audjpy until I'm proven otherwise. And then the Euro USD still the same thing. We got an impulse correction from a bigger correction, a breakout, a retest, and then an impulse, another correction. Was looking for further second entries and more entries, and this is how it happened. This is how it performed. Went in for a bigger correction. We'll see how it performs. Still Tuesday, and the NFP is coming up, so we'll see how the real USD performs. I'm really excited to see how this one unfolds. And then what else? The GBP USD, the GBP USD, still the same thing. Impulsed, corrected to this resistance right here. Broke the support. Sorry about this. Broke support, corrected. Sorry, made the support your resistance, and then broke below structure, and then this is how it performed. We were in profits, still in profits. We're in profits, still in profits. My TP is still around this area right here, and then we'll see how it performs. Also, keeping in mind the NFP that's coming up. I just analyzed the GBP AUD. I think this is a pair that we didn't analyze. We just hit TP, right? And then we pushed up, looking for a corrective structure. We'll look into that in detail, and then further buys. Literally looking for further buys here. The structure is still valid, still new. I just posted it right now, literally right now, a minute ago. So yeah, man, let's get to analysis. So we'll be looking at a couple of pairs today, right? Just a market review. So let's see how so start on the daily or weekly. I don't know, where do you guys start? Right, I bet. So we can see that the market reached our lowest point and literally bounced up, right? Our current higher high. So basically we're in this range, right? Let's go to the 4-hour real quick. So we can see an impulse and a correction, a break, an impulse, and then we can see that Euro AUD created a kind of reverse pattern. You can call it a wedge. I don't know what you guys call them, but yeah, right? So I will be looking for the push to the upside, right? I'll be looking for the push for the upside. If you're looking for entries, go to a lower time frame, right? Go to a lower time frame. We can see that it created like a double top, right? You can see that it created like a double top, right? So it might pull back to this area here. So what the Euraud might do is it might pull back to this area right here, area of support, right? before literally moving up. So basically we'll be looking at how it unfolds here, right? And then a push to the upside, and then maybe a break above structure, maybe a mini resistance. We'll see how it performs. We'll be looking for further buys from here. So for now, if you're a scalper, you can maybe take the sell until this level right here, but that's not what I will be looking at. I'll be looking for like the bigger picture, because there's literally not enough pips for me. Let me see. Well, they're decent. They are decent. They're very decent. So we'll see basically how it unfolds. Here's a nice structure you can look for, right? Yeah, so got an impulse, got a correction, a breakout out of the structure. Got a double top here. Maybe we might be looking for a pullback down. A consolidation might be forming, right? Before we literally looking for our buy signals, right? So basically that's what I'll be looking at on the Euro AUD. Journal this real quick. Euro AUD, that's basically what I'll be looking at, right? Let's look at other pairs, let's go into detail. Let's look at the GBP AUD. Let's look at the GBP AUD. Let's look at the GBP AUD. So yeah, we can see it came into this structure, started trading in a structure, right? We got our first touch. Now it's the 0, the first touch, second touch, the third touch. Now we're on the fourth touch, right? Now we're going on the fifth. Might come back to this resistance before going further up, right? But for now, I'm literally bullish on the GBP AUD. I'll be looking for buy signals only, right? I'll be looking for buy signals only, right? Did the same thing. Created a mini wedge, right? Did the same thing, created a reversal pattern. We got our first touch, our second touch, our third touch, right? And we got mini and a double top here. We might pull back to this level right here. Before we looking for further buys. So if you're looking for buys on the GBP AUD, that's basically what I'll be advising. Or a break above this structure, I'll definitely be looking for buys. So calculating my stop loss, maybe definitely. This is beautiful. And of course, going up, it's gonna be a very, very, very interesting trade, this one. Yeah, definitely looking at this one real quick. And what else should we check? After this, we're gonna check fundamentals and maybe check what are we expecting on the on the GBP AUD. Let's look at the US30 real quick. Okay, hit TP. Okay, let me raise everything here and start from the beginning. Right, from the beginning. I bet. So this is the US30. We got a nice pattern here that formed and broke below, right? Got a nice pattern here, broke below. Got our first touch, our second touch, broke on the third touch, right? The thing about the US30, it's very, very volatile, so you gotta be careful when trading this. And we got a nice flag continuation pattern right here. Got the first touch, our second touch. Got our first touch, our second touch. Right, and then broke above structure. Gave us another beautiful continuation pattern here. Gave us another continuation pattern here. Sorry about that. Our first touch, our second touch, gave us another beautiful continuation pattern here. So which levels are we looking at? It literally just reached the first level. This is the level that I was looking at. This is the level that I was looking at for my TP, right? So now I want to see how it performs from here. I want to see how it performs from here. So a break below, which is very possible. I would literally be looking for at least a touch on this resistance before I'm looking for further south. So that's basically what I'll be looking at on the US30 until maybe probably this level here, this new level here, right? Or if you're very very sharp and you wanna also include each and every level, so we can also put this level right here. So this could be our first TP and this could be our second TP. So this is basically what I'll be looking at on the US30, right? Which currency pair should we look at as well? Let's see what's happening with the AUD JPY, because it's literally starting to frustrate me now. Okay, we're still in structure. We're still within structure. Gave us a fake out on the bigger structure. I'm still within structure. Yeah, still within structure. I should have taken a screenshot of that before I did that. Okay, still looking for nice, still waiting for sales. I'm still bearish on this one. I'm literally still bearish on this one. I'm still bearish on this one, so might look for sell stops on this level right here, right? So this level right here definitely might no definitely might be looking for sell stops on this level right here. On this level right here, definitely we'll be looking for sell stops on this level right here. So yeah, what else? So yeah, I'm still kind of bearish. Might be waiting for the NFP and the what you call that, Canadian news that come out. Yeah, so I'm definitely still bearish on this one. I'm still very much bearish, and it's beautiful pips. I mean, like, come on now. Which currency do you want to look at? Should you prepare for the NFP? I don't know what's gonna happen on the NFP. This is the DXY correcting, because it like gave us an impulse. It's kind of correcting, so it gave us like an impulse correction, broke up, impulse, gave us a correction, right? I thought it's an impulse, but it gave us a bigger corrective structure right here. So we'll see how it performs. Will it push back down before it pushes up, or will it just push up from this structure right here? So we'll literally see how the DXY performs. Really interested in seeing how the NFP performs this month. What else are we looking for? Haven't checked the USD in a minute. Still a beautiful structure, still within structure. Let's go to a bigger time frame just to see the overview of everything. Should we go? Let's see. No problem. So we can see a mini double top here, right? So we might get a mini pull back down or something like that. You can see a nice structure forming. First touch, now second touch right here. We got a first touch, we got a second touch. Right here we got our first touch, our second touch. That's a pattern, and this our third touch. That's a pattern right there. That's a pattern right there. That's a pattern right there. That's a pattern right there, right? So now basically what we're looking for, let me just give me a second and just I bet. Okay, can just squeeze it in from within. Got the first touch, a second touch, might be a third touch as well. Squeezing it in some more, right? Squeezing it in some more just to check the overview of everything. I bet. And then let's go to the 4-hour chart. This is what we're looking at in the 4-hour chart. See a nice pattern also forming here. We just raise this just to make it a bit cleaner. This just to make it a bit cleaner. Let's see another pattern forming right here. There's a pattern, guys. First touch, second touch. That's a pattern. First touch, second touch. That's a pattern. So the market impulse gave us the second touch, came down, and there's a corrective structure. So we might be looking at sells on the USDZAR. I might be looking at sells on the USDZAR. So let's see how this pattern forms and all of that. And then yeah, definitely might be looking for sells on the USDZAR. Bearish, pretty much bearish on the USDZAR. So yeah, man, this is basically what we're looking at. And the gold, haven't traded gold in a minute. Gold broke above structure. Let me show you real quick. Let's go to the D. No, lol, that sounded so wrong. Let's go to the daily chart. Right, been trading in the range. Got the first touch. Got a first touch on the bottom. Got a second touch on the top. We got a second touch on the bottom. Right. Broke above structure. I'm sorry for the noise. Those are my dogs. So it's got the first touch. We got the second touch. Right. Broke structure. Now retesting this zone. See that? You guys see that, right? So looking at the 4-hour now, just to get like an overview of basically what is this market we're trying to do. Right, so what I will do is put like a trend line from here to there, wait for the market to break above, structure, retest, and go above. So basically it might retest this neckline right here, right? So that's basically what I'll be looking for in the gold. So yeah, man, let's look at let's look at fundamentals real quick. I just want to see how how the NFP might turn out real quick. Let's look at the fundamentals real quick. So this is a fundamental chart, right? This is a fundamental chart. There's a chart. This is the USD against AVP. So it's not like a DXY, whereby the DXY it's like 80% Euro USD. So that's why you get the correlation on the DXY and the Euro USD. So when the DXY is going up, the Euro USD is going down. So it's literally 80% of the Euro USD, right? So which is the 20% that's left, it's literally every other pair that's against the USD. So you literally cannot predict or tell properly the fundamentals. So this is literally USD against every pair every pair there's a code that we also share, that we can share. You can follow me on Telegram and all of that. DM me on Telegram. I'm gonna leave my Telegram link or the Telegram group. And then you can hit me up, and then I will help you get this code. So yeah, this is a fundamental code. It's a very effective fundamental tool to use, right? So yeah, let's check what are we looking at on the, let's see what are we looking at. So we can see that the USD is killing it. The USD is killing it, giving us higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs, giving us higher lows and higher highs. So if we move with this momentum, we might be looking at the Euro USD killing the NFP. So we might be looking at the Euro USD killing the NFP. So if we use our trend lines real quick, alright, if we use our trend lines real quick, the USD might be killing this month's NFP. So we're looking at probably be waiting for it to reach the zone, right? So the Euro USD might be killing. The Euro USD might be killing. Let's use our fib real quick. Use our fib real quick and see how definitely let me just expand it real quick. I want us to be able to see these numbers. Let's put it yeah, that's all good. Alright, bid. So you can see bounced off 38%. Didn't literally near the 50. So I don't know what might happen here. So we'll see what they're going. We'll see what's going on. Let's hit another fib from our lowest level to this level right here. And let me just hide this real quick. So we might get a pull back to the 33% or the 38.8 before maybe moving up, or we might even get a pull back to the 23 right before it literally goes bullish. So we'll see how basically it turns out here. We'll see how it turns out. Let's look at so we will see how it turns out. So notice the USD it's bullish, right? Just noted that on my journal. Let's look at other fundamental currencies, right? So what we're looking for is divergence, right? What we're looking for is divergence. This is the JPY fundamentals, right? This is the JPY fundamentals. This is the JPY fundamentals. What's going on? So this is the JPY fundamentals. This is the JPY fundamentals. So you can see that it came down. So the JPY might be strengthening. Hey, so which means the AUD JPY also might be strengthening, because I've been looking for a buy. I've been looking for a buy on the JPY. So it might pull up to this level right here, and then for this we'll just look at what the news are saying. We'll literally just look at what the news are saying, but it might pull up to this level right here maybe before it goes further down, So yeah, basically we'll see how everything plays out. Now this is the GBP fundamental. This is GBP against every pay, right? The GBP has been losing momentum, so we saw the JPY is bullish. Remember that the JPY is bullish. Remember that we're looking for divergence. We're looking for divergence. So if the USD is bullish and we see like the GBP is bearish, the NFP gives us a clear picture of the NFP and how it might turn out, right? It gives us a clear picture of how the NFP might turn out, right? It gives us a clear picture of how the NFP might turn out. So still looking for this level for the GBP USD to touch this level. So the GBP it's bearish. So GBP JPY. So that's why on the GBP USD we were able to get that sell, because remember how it played out. Came down, did its thing, and then we're still in profit now, right? So we're waiting. So we can obviously see how the reason to that, why the GBP USD gave us a sell, because the fundamental, the GBP is literally on a bearish rally, and then the USD, we saw on the fundamentals that it is definitely a buy. So the GBP is still bearish. I'm gonna just record that on my journal. The GBP is still bearish, right? What else? We can go to another fundamental currency. Okay, this is the AUD. This is the AUD against every other pay, right? This is the AUD against every other pay. So basically we came trading up, right? My TP was here, or my anticipation was that the AUD will push up until this level right here, but it didn't. It gave us a fake out, and then it went back, right? So for us as traders, we adjust. So it might be going down. So the AUD might be losing momentum. So that's why the AUD JPY. So we saw that the JPY is bullish and the AUD is bearish. So it gives you that clear indication. That's a nice divergence, right? So when we look at the AUD JPY, we see that when we look at the AUD JPY, it's giving us a clear indication of what might happen, right? The JPY is currently bullish. The JPY is currently bullish, and the Aussie is currently bearish. So we might look for literally selling opportunities from here, right? So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking for right now. We're still looking for bearish movements to the downside. So yeah, man, let's wait and see and stuff and look how basically everything turns out. So yeah, from me, your boy Zane Capital, it's been an honor, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.